Hey, thanks for coming. It's Randy Bird, and I'm excited to share 16 years and what I've learned in 16 years of real estate, right? So in the next 16 weeks, I'm going to produce one video a week that basically highlights my annual first year in business, progressing through the years of my real estate business up to where I am now. Like I said, I've closed a lot of transactions. I've ran large offices with 88 agents at a Keller Williams franchise. I've owned my own brokerages. Now I'm with a company called eXp, which is the fastest growing real estate company in the history of real estate of North America. So I think I have some things that will value you, but the bottom line is being a real estate coach for a national coaching company, the number one in the last 3 years. I've really learned, looking back in retrospect, what I've learned and how that can benefit you. So number one, very first thing, treat your business like a business. Treat your real estate business like a startup, right? So if you're starting a new hot dog stand, or you're starting a new radio company, if you're starting some kind of sales company or a front end, baseball shop, whatever it is, treat it like a startup. You're going to have to put in the time. You're going to have to put in the hours. So many agents get their license and they dabble just because they already have something going on. If you're going to get into real estate full time, treat it like a startup. If you're going to dabble, that's great. It's a great side business. But if you're going to commit to this real estate business, you have to treat it like a startup, and that means following basically a schedule. What time are you going to show up every day? How many days are you going to work, right? So number one is really show up on your schedule. Set a schedule for success up. If you're starting a new business, let's just say you're opening a sports shop where you're selling sporting goods and all that kind of stuff in your local community. Are you going to work 10 hours a week? Are you going to check in every day at 11 o'clock and see how it's going? No, you're going to be there at 6 a.m. before all the employees. You're going to be later than everybody else. You're going to lock up that store. You're going to learn and focus on everything you can. You're going to start setting merchandising up with your vendors. Same thing in real estate, right? Start taking your title companies to lunch, your home inspectors. Start previewing properties. Treat it like a business and get on a set schedule. With that being said, follow your schedules. Number two, I know it sounds a little bit redundant, but if you landed a corporate executive job, would you show up at 10 o'clock and work till 1 and go look at a couple properties just to familiarize yourself? No. You're going to be working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And somebody's going to be telling you what to do. Now, the luxury is you have your own real estate business now. You have your own, empire of entrepreneurship. Treat it like a business. And number three is I'm going to suggest that you follow this. This is what I teach some of my new clients. Number one is make a list of your database, your sphere of influence, as we call it, or your sphere, right? Your sphere of influence. Typically 100 names. Just like in network marketing, we go get 100 names of the people we know and trust the most. Make your list of 100 people you know, and then we can start talking as we progress on how to market them and get to them. But I'll tell you a story. When I started my career at Coldwell Banker in Redding, California, 2004, I went to the manager of the office. I said, what do I need to do? I've been a builder, a contractor for my whole life. I've never done real estate, never sold a deal except my own houses and stuff. No idea, had no influence, knew nobody in town, zero. Literally, I had 2 people in town that were related, that's it, in Redding, California. And she goes, oh, go upstairs. We have this amazing, just library of stuff to do. And I walk upstairs and there's this metal filing cabinet. And as I open it, it's like, and dust falls out, and I pull out this Sweat Hogs by Floyd Wickman, true story. And it's got dust on it, I'm blowing it off like the Dead Sea Scrolls. And so what happened is I just did what he said to do, and he said to call 100 people today, so I did. I didn't question it. I didn't have anybody giving me different influence, except the people in the office all thought, oh, look at him, he's making cold calls, and they're trying to talk me out of it. But I wasn't listening to them. I was listening to what I looked at as an expert in the industry, being Floyd Wickman at the time. And then I dug into Mike Ferry and Tom Ferry and all these others. But for the first 6 to 8 months in real estate, I called 100 people per day, or if I got an appointment, I'd quit. And I could tell you, true story, twice in that period of time, whatever it was, 6 or 8 months, I got an appointment on the 99th phone call of the day, twice, because it's, you're waiting to get to 100 to quit. And frankly, I did a deal right away. That's going to be part of my next show is how to get those things going, how to get listings going. But call 100 people a day. It doesn't matter where you're calling them from. Just ask this question. Hey, this is Randy Bird with Coldwell Banker CNC Properties. Are you thinking about buying, selling, or investing in the next 6 months? And wait for an answer. I said Coldwell Banker CNC because that's the company I used to be with when I first started. And frankly, to this day, even though I'm with eXp Realty and I've been with RE/MAX and Keller Williams, when I'm getting in my script mode, I still do that. I still go, hey, this is Randy Bird with Coldwell Banker CNC Properties. And I just got to keep running with it because it comes out so easy because I did it so many times. Think about 6 months, 100 times a day. So that's my point for the day. That's year one. If you look at it that way, this is a great way to get started in real estate. And frankly, if you did this and this alone, it will pay dividends. I promise you that. All right. Consistency is key. So review it. Show up every single day, get a schedule, work 5, 6, 7 days a week, whatever it is if you're full time. Number 2, follow that schedule. Anything from this, following an exact schedule, specifically with showing up. I showed up every day at 7 a.m. That was just my jam, right? And then really number 3 is calling those 100 people a day or getting in the habit of having a power hour and getting a hold of people. Thank you for being here. This is show number 1 out of 16 as I show you my 16 years in real estate and what I've learned. Thank you so much. It's Randy Bird saying bye for now.